Hey class, we're diving into 5th grade, Module 3, Lesson 10, problem set. So let's get to it. So let's look at number 1. It says add. And so what we're going to be doing today is we're going to be taking mixed numbers that have different denominators, right? The denominator is the number in the bottom. And we're going to add them together. So first off, let's just focus on the fact that these are mixed numbers. Now, what makes it a mixed number? Well, we have a whole number and a fraction. A whole number and a fraction. It's a mix of whole numbers and fractions. So let's look at the whole numbers. These are already in like units. They're whole numbers. So I can go ahead and add those together. And that's going to give me 3. But then I still have 1/4 and 1/5. So I'm going to have to add those together as well. 1/4 plus 1/5. So at this point, your work should look like this. Doesn't have to be color coded, but you should have 3 plus 1/4 plus 1/5. So now I have to add these together. And remember, just like we've been doing, we're going to take the bottom number and times it by this and that. And then the 5 times the 4 and the 1, right? And that's going to give us a common denominator and make this to where we can add them together. So let's bring everything down. I'm going to have 3 plus, and then I have 1/4 times 5 times 5. Now, where did I get that 5 from? I got the 1/4 from right here, and I got the 5 from right there. And then I'm going to do the same thing to the fourths, or the fifths, right? I've got 1/5 times what? 4. Times 4 times 4. And that's going to give me, I'm going to look right here at this one first, 5/20 plus, I'm looking at this one now, 4/20. And then my whole number comes down again. So now I have 3 plus 5/20 plus 4/20. Well, now since these are both 20ths, I can add them together. So that's going to give me 9/20. And that 3 is going to come down. And since 9 is a 9 has 1, 3, and 9 as a factor, and 20 doesn't have any of those other than 1, right? So this is already simplified. So my final answer is going to end up being 3 and 9/20. Okay? So, let's back it up. I want you to try to do these by yourself, and then I'll have the answers pop up in 3, 2, 1. So here we have the answers. And go ahead and check your answers. Make sure you got the right one. And if you got it wrong, check your work, see what you did differently. And if you don't understand, then come to Mr. Cooper and we'll talk it out. Other than that, let's go ahead and move on to the next one. So we have 2 more just like it. Go ahead and try to do these by yourself. And I'll have the answers pop up in 3, 2, 1. So here we got the answers right here. Kiss your brain if you got them right. And we'll go ahead and move on. Number 2, Erin jogged 2 1/4 miles on Monday. Wednesday, she jogged 3 1/3 miles. And on Friday, she jogged 2 2/3 miles. How far did Erin jog all together? So I'm going to set this up for you real quick. So we've got Monday, Wednesday, and Friday is when she's jogging. And we've got 2 1/4 plus 3 1/3 plus 2 2/3. So one thing that I want to draw your attention to is these are all mixed numbers, but these two have units that are already like. So it would be easy for me to just go ahead and add these together, right? So the whole numbers, 3 and 2, become 5. And then let's look at 1/3 plus 2/3. Now 1 plus 2 gives me 3, right? And then 3/3 is equal to what? 3/3 is the same as 1. I'll do that in green. Plus 1, right? Because 1/3 plus 2/3 is 3/3, and that gives me 1. So now I have 6 plus 2 and 1/4. I'll let you solve the rest of this by yourself, and I'll have the answer pop up in 3, 2, 1. So my answer is Aaron jogged 8 1/4 miles, right? Because this is a whole number, this is a whole number. I can just add them together and bring down the 1/4. All right, kiss your brain if you got that one right. So number 3 says Darren bought some paint. He used 2.5 gallons painting his living room. After that, he had 3 5/6 gallons left. How much paint did he buy? So this is a little bit different, but I want to see how much you can do by yourself. So go ahead and try to do this by yourself, and I'll have the answer pop up in 3, 2, 1. Here's the answer. Check your work. Kiss your brain if you got it right. If you got it wrong, stop and check. And then if you can't figure it out, come and talk to Mr. Cooper. Number 4, Clayton says that 2.5 plus 3 3/5 will be more than 5, but less than 6, since 2 plus 3 is 5. Is Clayton's reasoning correct? Prove him right or wrong. So you got to think about this one. You're going to have a written response. Okay, I'm going to let you try to do this out by yourself, and I'll have an answer pop up in 3, 2, 1. So here we have an answer. Clayton will be wrong. Sorry, Clayton. Because 11/10 is greater than 1. The answer will be between 6 and 7. Right? So the idea 2 plus 3 is 5. So the answer does have to be more than 5. More than 5. That part's true. But the less than 6 is where things went wrong, because these fractions are big enough to give more than 1. Right? So it ends up being 11/10, which is more than 1. And this is going to put us over 6. Right? Kiss your brain if you got that. At this time, go ahead and do whatever work Mr. Cooper has up for you up on the board. Do not tear your exit ticket out. Leave it in your workbook. And we'll get started on that in just a minute.